Imagine yourself lying beneath a vast, endless sky, the night air cool and soft against your skin. The stars above twinkle with a quiet rhythm, each one a tiny beacon of distant worlds and forgotten stories. Tonight, you are invited to drift into a gentle exploration of mysteries that have fascinated humans for thousands of years, whispered from the earliest civilizations that looked up and wondered about the heavens. Long before modern science or telescopes, the people of ancient Mesopotamia, the Sumerians, charted the sky with remarkable precision. They observed the movements of planets, the phases of the moon, and the patterns of stars, recording their observations on fragile clay tablets that have endured across millennia. These tablets are not merely historical records. They are portals into a world where the line between the ordinary and the extraordinary was often blurred. Some of the stories etched into the clay speak of beings descending from the heavens, of lights that moved with intention across the night sky, and of knowledge passed from sky to earth. Scholars often debate whether these accounts were metaphorical or literal, yet even in the careful, measured interpretations, there is a sense of wonder that persists. As you breathe slowly, your mind can begin to wander among these ancient streets and ziggurats, imagining the Sumerians gazing upward in awe and curiosity, wondering about forces beyond their comprehension. There is a calming rhythm to this curiosity, a quiet invitation to explore without fear. You may feel the gentle pull of time itself, stretching backward, connecting your consciousness with the distant observers of thousands of years ago. Perhaps they, too, felt the same mixture of awe and unease as they documented strange lights or unusual phenomena. Their world was one of both daily life and cosmic contemplation, where the boundaries of imagination and reality often intertwined. As your body relaxes and your thoughts begin to soften, consider the significance of these earliest messages. The Sumerians may have intended them as lessons, as warnings, or as simple recordings of observation, but for us, they are an invitation. They invite us to wonder, to feel the quiet thrill of the unknown, and to drift peacefully while our minds explore ancient skies. Let the calm of the night and the whispered secrets of these distant ancestors guide you gently deeper into this story, preparing you for the layers of mystery and cosmic intrigue that are yet to come. The Sumerians were more than just the builders of cities and temples. They were careful observers of the world around them, particularly the sky above. As the first civilization known to have developed writing, they transformed fleeting thoughts and daily observations into records that could endure through the ages. Imagine their early scribes, styluses in hand, pressing symbols into soft clay under flickering torchlight, documenting the movements of planets, the rise and fall of stars, and the subtle dance of celestial bodies. These records were not merely practical. They were also deeply spiritual, reflecting a worldview in which the cosmos was alive, purposeful, and connected to human destiny. Their cities, with towering ziggurats reaching toward the heavens, were more than architectural marvels. They were mirrors of the sky, constructed to align with celestial events. Scholars studying the alignment of these structures note their precise orientation to solstices, equinoxes, and notable star constellations. It is clear that the Sumerians did not simply look at the stars. They sought to understand their patterns, to interpret their movements, and perhaps to find messages hidden in the heavens. These observations, carefully encoded into clay tablets, became a bridge between human experience and cosmic phenomena. Beyond practical astronomy, the Sumerians' records reveal hints of extraordinary encounters. Certain texts describe lights moving across the sky with unusual speed and purpose, or beings descending from above carrying knowledge or guidance. Historians often caution against reading these accounts literally, suggesting symbolic or religious interpretations. Yet the precision and detail in some descriptions, when compared to natural celestial events, suggest that the observers were witnessing something remarkable. The line between observation and mystery blurs in these ancient accounts, leaving space for curiosity and contemplation. Psychologists note that humans have always sought patterns in the unknown, especially in the night sky. The Sumerians, like all early civilizations, projected meaning onto what they could not fully understand, and their myths may reflect a combination of real experiences, dreams, and imaginative storytelling. As you allow yourself to relax further, you can picture the Sumerians' lives unfolding beneath the same stars you see now, the same constellations that continue to guide and inspire us. Their fascination with the heavens resonates across time, reminding us that wonder is as ancient as humanity itself. With each quiet breath, let the knowledge of their discoveries settle gently in your mind. Their devotion to understanding the sky, to capturing its patterns and mysteries, prepares the way for the stories yet to be revealed, stories of cosmic visitors, enigmatic lights, and questions that have traveled through millennia. The Sumerians left us more than clay tablets. They left an invitation to pause, to wonder, and to imagine the extraordinary possibilities hidden in the endless night above. As your thoughts drift among their ancient cities and starlit skies, you are ready to follow these whispers of history into deeper mysteries. Within the Sumerian texts lie stories that have captivated scholars, mystics, and dreamers alike for centuries. The clay tablets speak of the Enuma Elish, the great creation epic, and the Epic of Gilgamesh, an adventure that intertwines mortal life with encounters of the extraordinary. As you imagine yourself tracing these ancient inscriptions, you can almost feel the rhythm of a world where gods, stars, and humans interacted in ways that remain mysterious to this day. Some passages describe beings descending from the heavens, moving across the sky with purpose, and imparting knowledge that seemed beyond the understanding of ordinary humans. These accounts are often interpreted as mythological allegories, yet the detail and consistency of the descriptions hint at experiences that were profoundly real to those who recorded them. One of the most intriguing concepts arising from these texts is that of the Anunnaki, a group of deities whose presence is described as both powerful and awe-inspiring. Scholars debate their true meaning. Some view them as symbolic representations of natural forces, others as mythic rulers, and yet a few researchers speculate they may represent encounters with advanced beings from beyond the earth. In the texts, the Anunnaki are associated with creation, instruction, and intervention in human affairs, sometimes offering wisdom, other times demanding obedience. This duality mirrors the human fascination with the unknown, simultaneously alluring and unsettling. The psychological lens offers another layer of insight. Humans have long sought to understand what lies beyond immediate perception, and the Sumerians were no exception. Their chroniclers may have been documenting literal experiences, dreams, or visions, yet each record conveys a sense of awe, a recognition that the world is larger and more mysterious than daily life alone can reveal. As you breathe slowly, let yourself imagine the ziggurats reaching skyward, the flickering torchlight illuminating the scribe's careful hands, and the quiet intensity of those recording phenomena that seemed to defy explanation. Even today, modern researchers examining these tablets are struck by the complexity and precision of the descriptions. Celestial events, unusual lights, and entities that appear with purpose recur in multiple texts, across different cities and generations. The consistency is remarkable, suggesting that something beyond mere imagination was captured in these enduring clay tablets. Whether one interprets them literally or symbolically, they provide a window into a mindset deeply attuned to the heavens, where every flicker in the sky might carry significance, and every story may hold a hidden truth. As you settle deeper into calm, consider the quiet power of these ancient narratives. They are not just myths. They are invitations to wonder, to reflect on the possibility that the cosmos has long whispered to humanity. The stories of the Anunnaki and other celestial beings carry with them a subtle rhythm, a cadence that mirrors the heartbeat of the universe itself. Let your mind drift along this rhythm, following the Sumerians' gaze upward, across vast skies and distant worlds. Their ancient words guide you gently toward the next layer of mystery, where echoes of these cosmic visitors may appear in other cultures, weaving a timeless web of curiosity, awe, and quiet contemplation. The mysteries recorded by the Sumerians do not exist in isolation. Across the ancient world, neighboring civilizations observed the skies with equal fascination, leaving their own accounts of unusual lights, celestial beings, and events that defied ordinary explanation. In Akkadian and Babylonian texts, scribes wrote of fiery objects streaking across the heavens and divine messengers descending with wisdom for kings and commoners alike. Even in ancient Egypt, priests chronicled phenomena in the night sky, describing beings that appeared to guide, warn, or protect humanity. These stories, while separated by geography and culture, often share striking similarities, suggesting either a shared human experience or perhaps something that truly transcended earthly boundaries. When we read these accounts, it is important to remember the human element. Ancient chroniclers were keenly aware of the impact of celestial events on their societies, interpreting the heavens as messages that could influence politics, agriculture, or social order. Scholars note that recurring motifs, beings from above, mysterious lights, and unexplained guidance, might reflect universal human responses to awe and uncertainty. Eyewitness-like descriptions in these texts convey wonder, fear, and respect, giving us a glimpse into how people of the past experienced phenomena that did not fit neatly into everyday understanding. As you breathe slowly and allow your body to relax, imagine these civilizations gazing upward on the same clear nights, across deserts, rivers, and fertile valleys. Perhaps a Babylonian astronomer recorded a strange formation of lights in the sky, while a Sumerian scribe, hundreds of miles away, noted a similar pattern. Across these accounts, a subtle thread emerges, the sense that something remarkable and perhaps otherworldly was observed. Researchers exploring these texts often marvel at the consistency of description, the way the stories emphasize purpose, movement, and interaction with humanity rather than randomness. The cultural lens offers another layer of depth. Mythologists argue that these recurring themes in distant societies may have shaped religious beliefs, societal rules, and even artistic expression. Tales of beings descending from the heavens informed rituals, inspired temple designs, and influenced the creation of sacred calendars. Some historians suggest that the shared motifs across cultures hint at ancient communication or at least a universal human fascination with the unknown. Whether literal or symbolic, these narratives invite the listener to contemplate the possibility of a larger, interconnected cosmic story, one that spans continents and millennia. As your mind drifts further into relaxation, picture yourself moving gently through these ancient cities, hearing whispers of awe and wonder from scribes and priests, feeling the quiet pulse of human curiosity. Each account adds depth to the mosaic of mystery, reinforcing the idea that the heavens have long been a canvas for stories that blend observation, imagination, and perhaps encounters with the inexplicable. These echoes from the past set the stage for a bridge between ancient observation and modern curiosity, a connection that allows us to explore how human fascination with the skies continues to evolve. The world of the Sumerians and their neighbors begins to feel alive, intertwined with the cosmos, and ready to reveal its next layer of secrets in the unfolding story. As you continue to relax under the vast, star-studded night sky, allow your mind to drift into the quieter, more grounded realms of human society, where governments and media have long played a role in observing, documenting, and interpreting mysterious phenomena. Throughout history, authorities have sometimes recorded sightings, issued warnings, or attempted to explain unusual events, often with the dual intention of safeguarding the public and maintaining order. These actions have created a delicate balance. On one hand, rigorous documentation, on the other, a careful management of perception and interpretation. Tonight, let your thoughts gently follow this interplay, observing both the official records and the stories whispered beyond the pages of government files. Consider the early 20th century, when reports of strange aerial phenomena began appearing with increased frequency. In many countries, local authorities were often the first to receive these reports, from farmers, pilots, and ordinary citizens. Their records reveal patterns of investigation, taking witness statements, consulting experts in aviation and meteorology, and attempting to reconcile extraordinary claims with known science. While some incidents were quickly explained, unusual cloud formations, meteors, or human-made craft, others remained stubbornly anomalous. Your mind can drift along with these early investigators, appreciating the patient and methodical process by which governments attempted to understand what was happening, even when certainty remained out of reach. In the mid-20th century, these observations became more formalized. The United States, for example, initiated programs such as Project Blue Book, which collected thousands of reports, analyzing them for patterns and possible explanations. Each report was carefully logged, often including sketches, radar readings, photographs, and witness statements. While a majority were eventually attributed to conventional causes, a significant number remained unexplained, drawing the attention of both scientific researchers and the public. Imagine the quiet offices where analysts pored over evidence, their minds focused yet open to the possibility that some phenomena might challenge known laws of physics. The dedication, patience, and meticulous care of these investigators provide a calm sense of continuity with the ancient scribes who first documented unusual events millennia ago. Media coverage played a unique role in shaping public perception. Newspapers, radio, and later television reported sightings with varying degrees of detail and sensationalism. Some accounts were factual and restrained, providing the public with documented observations, while others leaned into speculation and dramatization. The media's influence often determined whether a report was treated with curiosity, fear, or skepticism. As you breathe slowly, let yourself imagine the mixture of reactions: the wonder of seeing lights in the sky, the intrigue of unknown possibilities, and the gentle tension that arises when the extraordinary intersects with the everyday. Psychologists note that media representation can shape not only public opinion but also individual perception, creating a feedback loop where imagination and reality interact softly yet persistently. Governments around the world have followed similar patterns. The United Kingdom, France, and Canada all maintained programs to collect, analyze, and sometimes release information on unexplained aerial phenomena. Declassified documents reveal careful documentation, sometimes highlighting cases that defy conventional explanation, and other times emphasizing the importance of public reassurance. Even today, the release of official reports continues to spark curiosity, debate, and wonder, demonstrating that the tension between observation and interpretation is a constant feature of human engagement with the unknown. Let your mind rest in this continuum, recognizing the calm diligence of those who have attempted to bridge empirical observation with human curiosity across time and cultures. Eyewitness accounts form the heart of these investigations. Pilots, scientists, and ordinary citizens report encounters that often share remarkable consistency. Lights hovering or moving with unusual precision, objects appearing suddenly and disappearing without trace, and experiences accompanied by profound emotional responses. Analysts carefully document these encounters, cross-referencing radar data, photographic evidence, and multiple witnesses. Some patterns echo the ancient records: glowing beings, mysterious crafts, and phenomena that seem intelligent or deliberate. As your awareness drifts into these accounts, notice the calm, deliberate human response, the careful observation, the attention to detail, and the desire to understand without panic or fear. In parallel, the media continues to shape how modern audiences perceive these events. Documentaries, news reports, and online publications often explore unexplained sightings, balancing skepticism with intrigue. Experts are interviewed, evidence is scrutinized, and historical context is provided, creating a nuanced picture that encourages curiosity while maintaining credibility. Your mind can rest in the rhythm of these narratives, recognizing that observation and interpretation coexist, providing a gentle balance between wonder and understanding. Psychological research also provides insight into the interaction between government, media, and the human mind. Studies suggest that the way information is presented, official acknowledgement, declassification, or media framing, affects not only public perception but also the emotional and cognitive responses of witnesses. Feel the quiet reassurance that comes from systematic documentation and measured reporting, a sense that human curiosity is being guided gently, carefully, and respectfully, without urgency or fear. Consider the modern era, where technology amplifies both observation and investigation. High-resolution satellites, radar systems, infrared cameras, and sophisticated data analysis allow researchers to study phenomena with unprecedented precision. As you sink deeper into the quiet of the night, allow your mind to wander freely, imagining the endless possibilities that stretch across the cosmos. The mysteries you have encountered, the strange lights, the enigmatic beings, the ancient Sumerian tablets, invite interpretations beyond the conventional, into realms of speculation, wonder, and alternative understanding. These theories, while unproven, offer a unique space for the imagination to roam, for the mind to explore the possibilities of what lies just beyond the edge of human perception. Let yourself drift gently into these ideas, feeling neither fear nor urgency, only calm curiosity and awe. One of the most compelling frameworks for understanding these ancient and modern phenomena is the ancient astronaut hypothesis. This theory suggests that advanced beings visited Earth in antiquity, shaping human civilization, technology, and even spirituality. Imagine the Anunnaki descending from the heavens, as described in Sumerian texts, their presence inspiring awe, reverence, and diligent documentation. These beings may have imparted knowledge of agriculture, astronomy, architecture, and governance, influencing human development in ways both subtle and profound. Historians and researchers debate these interpretations, examining archaeological evidence, linguistic patterns, and symbolic depictions in art and literature. As you breathe slowly, allow yourself to consider the possibility of these encounters not as a source of certainty but as a gentle, imaginative journey through human curiosity and cosmic wonder. In addition to the ancient astronaut hypothesis, there are paranormal and spiritual interpretations of these phenomena. Some scholars suggest that the glowing lights, mysterious movements, and strange beings described in ancient texts may reflect other dimensions of reality, unseen by ordinary perception. These could be manifestations of spiritual entities, interdimensional travelers, or energies that interact with humans in subtle ways. Psychologists note that humans are naturally attuned to perceiving anomalies, particularly in contexts of awe and reverence, which may explain why many experiences of unexplained phenomena carry a profound emotional resonance. Let yourself feel the quiet mystery of this possibility, imagining the unseen layers of existence gently brushing against the human experience. Another compelling line of thought involves temporal and dimensional theories. Some researchers suggest that unusual lights and entities could be glimpses of alternate timelines or parallel realities intersecting with our own. Imagine a star suddenly splitting into two in your vision, or a triangular light hovering and then vanishing without trace. These moments could be brief intersections of worlds, invisible most of the time but occasionally perceivable to those attuned to subtle shifts in reality. Historians of folklore note that many myths, legends, and spiritual accounts contain hints of overlapping realities, whether described as divine intervention, spirits, or inexplicable visitors. Let your mind drift along this thread, exploring the gentle notion that the universe may be far more layered and complex than what ordinary perception reveals. Psychologists and sociologists also examine the human experience of encountering the extraordinary. Whether ancient or modern, witnesses often report feelings of awe, reverence, and even fear tempered by curiosity. These emotions are consistent across cultures and centuries, suggesting that human consciousness is primed to respond to the unknown with a mix of wonder and caution. The consistency of these experiences supports the idea that even when phenomena cannot be explained through conventional science, they carry meaning and significance in human life. Imagine standing beneath a glowing orb in the night sky, your breath slowing as you take in the magnitude of the experience, feeling both awe and calm, a part of a continuum of human curiosity that spans millennia. Beyond these psychological and speculative theories, there are metaphysical interpretations as well. Some suggest that the beings and lights recorded in ancient texts are symbolic manifestations of consciousness itself, or archetypes projected onto reality to help humans process the vastness and complexity of existence. Carl Jung and other scholars have posited that recurring motifs, such as radiant visitors, strange celestial events, or knowledge-bearing entities, reflect universal patterns in the human psyche. These archetypes serve as guides, teaching lessons, provoking reflection, or inspiring creativity. Feel the calm resonance of this perspective, recognizing that even imagined or symbolic phenomena carry value in shaping understanding and imagination. Many modern witnesses also report experiences that echo ancient accounts, creating a bridge between the historical and the contemporary. People describe lights moving intelligently, objects defying known physics, and beings that elicit deep emotional responses. UFO researchers, parapsychologists, and investigative journalists document these encounters meticulously, searching for patterns, consistencies, and correlations with historical records. As you sink deeper into the quiet of the night, allow your mind to wander freely, imagining the endless possibilities that stretch across the cosmos. The mysteries you have encountered, the strange lights, the enigmatic beings, the ancient Sumerian tablets, invite interpretations beyond the conventional, into realms of speculation, wonder, and alternative understanding. These theories, while unproven, offer a unique space for the imagination to roam, for the mind to explore the possibilities of what lies just beyond the edge of human perception. Let yourself drift gently into these ideas, feeling neither fear nor urgency, only calm curiosity and awe. One of the most compelling frameworks for understanding these ancient and modern phenomena is the ancient astronaut hypothesis. This theory suggests that advanced beings visited Earth in antiquity, shaping human civilization, technology, and even spirituality. Imagine the Anunnaki descending from the heavens, as described in Sumerian texts, their presence inspiring awe, reverence, and diligent documentation. These beings may have imparted knowledge of agriculture, astronomy, architecture, and governance, influencing human development in ways both subtle and profound. Historians and researchers debate these interpretations, examining archaeological evidence, linguistic patterns, and symbolic depictions in art and literature. As you breathe slowly, allow yourself to consider the possibility of these encounters not as a source of certainty but as a gentle, imaginative journey through human curiosity and cosmic wonder. In addition to the ancient astronaut hypothesis, there are paranormal and spiritual interpretations of these phenomena. Some scholars suggest that the glowing lights, mysterious movements, and strange beings described in ancient texts may reflect other dimensions of reality, unseen by ordinary perception. These could be manifestations of spiritual entities, interdimensional travelers, or energies that interact with humans in subtle ways. Psychologists note that humans are naturally attuned to perceiving anomalies, particularly in contexts of awe and reverence, which may explain why many experiences of unexplained phenomena carry a profound emotional resonance. Let yourself feel the quiet mystery of this possibility, imagining the unseen layers of existence gently brushing against the human experience. Another compelling line of thought involves temporal and dimensional theories. Some researchers suggest that unusual lights and entities could be glimpses of alternate timelines or parallel realities intersecting with our own. Imagine a star suddenly splitting into two in your vision, or a triangular light hovering and then vanishing without trace. These moments could be brief intersections of worlds, invisible most of the time but occasionally perceivable to those attuned to subtle shifts in reality. Historians of folklore note that many myths, legends, and spiritual accounts contain hints of overlapping realities, whether described as divine intervention, spirits, or inexplicable visitors. Let your mind drift along this thread, exploring the gentle notion that the universe may be far more layered and complex than what ordinary perception reveals. Psychologists and sociologists also examine the human experience of encountering the extraordinary. Whether ancient or modern, witnesses often report feelings of awe, reverence, and even fear tempered by curiosity. These emotions are consistent across cultures and centuries, suggesting that human consciousness is primed to respond to the unknown with a mix of wonder and caution. The consistency of these experiences supports the idea that even when phenomena cannot be explained through conventional science, they carry meaning and significance in human life. Imagine standing beneath a glowing orb in the night sky, your breath slowing as you take in the magnitude of the experience, feeling both awe and calm, a part of a continuum of human curiosity that spans millennia. Beyond these psychological and speculative theories, there are metaphysical interpretations as well. Some suggest that the beings and lights recorded in ancient texts are symbolic manifestations of consciousness itself, or archetypes projected onto reality to help humans process the vastness and complexity of existence. Carl Jung and other scholars have posited that recurring motifs, such as radiant visitors, strange celestial events, or knowledge-bearing entities, reflect universal patterns in the human psyche. These archetypes serve as guides, teaching lessons, provoking reflection, or inspiring creativity. Feel the calm resonance of this perspective, recognizing that even imagined or symbolic phenomena carry value in shaping understanding and imagination. Many modern witnesses also report experiences that echo ancient accounts, creating a bridge between the historical and the contemporary. People describe lights moving intelligently, objects defying known physics, and beings that elicit deep emotional responses. UFO researchers, parapsychologists, and investigative journalists document these encounters meticulously, searching for patterns, consistencies, and correlations with historical records. These modern investigations often reveal striking similarities with Sumerian accounts: the hovering lights, the presence of radiant or unusual beings, and the feeling of contact with something beyond ordinary experience. Imagine observing these accounts quietly, appreciating the continuity of human wonder across thousands of years, and feeling a connection to those who looked skyward long before you. Another perspective considers governmental and secret research. Declassified documents from agencies such as the U.S. Department of Defense reveal reports of unidentified aerial phenomena, often corroborated by multiple witnesses and technological instruments. While official explanations sometimes point to experimental aircraft or atmospheric anomalies, many incidents remain unexplained, leaving space for speculation. Some researchers suggest that modern investigations may continue themes present in ancient accounts: the observation of advanced intelligence, contact with unknown forces, and the careful documentation of experiences that challenge human understanding. As you drift in thought, allow the subtle thrill of mystery to coexist with calm reflection, letting curiosity flow gently without urgency or fear. Cultural and mythological echoes further enrich these theories. Many societies, ancient and modern, interpret mysterious lights and beings as harbingers, guides, or divine presences. The symbolism embedded in ancient texts, glowing figures, radiant eyes, and descending beings, continues to inspire stories, art, and religious imagination today. Modern encounters often carry similar symbolic weight, with witnesses attributing deep meaning to experiences that defy conventional explanation. Psychologists suggest that this symbolic dimension is as important as the physical observation itself. It is how humans integrate awe and mystery into understanding, creating a sense of coherence and emotional resonance. Let yourself absorb this gentle truth, feeling the calming presence of meaning flowing through mystery. Finally, allow your mind to drift along the interplay between science, speculation, and imagination. Alternative theories do not compete with empirical investigation. They complement it, offering imaginative frameworks that expand perception, inspire reflection, and encourage gentle curiosity. Imagine exploring ancient tablets with a modern mind, considering that some lights or beings may represent advanced intelligence, others spiritual realities, and yet others symbolic archetypes. Feel the freedom to move between these interpretations calmly, knowing that your curiosity is valid, your imagination is safe, and your mind is being guided towards serenity. As you breathe slowly, allow these theories to settle quietly within you. Imagine the Sumerians recording their awe, the Babylonians interpreting celestial phenomena, the Egyptians weaving cosmic beings into rituals, and modern witnesses observing lights in the sky. All of these experiences, interpretations, and reflections form a gentle continuum, connecting humanity across time and space. Let your mind float along this continuum, feeling calm, reflective, and part of a long lineage of observers seeking understanding, inspiration, and wonder. The beauty of alternative and paranormal theories lies not in proving certainty, but in inviting calm exploration and imaginative curiosity. These ideas gently expand the mind, allowing thoughts to wander across space and time, connecting ancient texts, modern sightings, and the inner landscape of human perception. Feel this gentle expansion now, as your consciousness stretches into the vastness of mystery, yet remains anchored in serenity. Each breath deepens the calm, each thought softens into reflection, and each moment of awareness carries you closer to peaceful rest. Finally, let your mind rest in the quiet acknowledgement of wonder itself. The theories, hypotheses, and speculations do not need to be resolved. They are companions for your imagination, guides for reflection, and conduits for awe. The Sumerians, the ancient civilizations, the modern observers, and even your own mind share a timeless resonance. The human impulse to look upward, to question, and to marvel at the extraordinary. Feel this resonance settling fully into your consciousness, a gentle tide of curiosity and serenity, carrying you effortlessly toward contemplation, calm, and deep, restorative sleep. As you settle further into the gentle calm of the night, allow your mind to drift through the quiet corridors of human culture, feeling the echoes of ancient skies reverberating across centuries. The stories you have encountered, the Sumerian accounts of celestial visitors, the Babylonian chronicles of lights in the heavens, and the Egyptian depictions of radiant beings, did not end with the civilizations that recorded them. Instead, these narratives traveled through time, morphing, merging, and seeding the myths, legends, and cultural expressions that continue to shape human imagination today. Every tale of otherworldly visitors, mysterious lights, or cosmic knowledge is a reflection not only of the events themselves but of the human mind, which has always sought to interpret, understand, and convey wonder. Consider first the classical civilizations of Greece and Rome, where cosmic and divine beings were central to the stories of gods, heroes, and extraordinary phenomena. Ancient Greek myths often describe beings descending from the heavens, imparting knowledge or performing acts beyond mortal understanding. Zeus, Apollo, and Hermes, while gods in the human imagination, sometimes bear remarkable parallels to the celestial visitors described by the Sumerians. Powerful, radiant, and capable of influencing humanity in profound ways. Roman culture absorbed much of this mythology, preserving and expanding upon it in literature, sculpture, and civic rituals. These stories illustrate how cultural influence works, not only recording extraordinary events but integrating them into collective consciousness, shaping moral frameworks, social norms, and the ways humans conceptualize the universe. Now, let your mind wander to the medieval period, where myths and folklore flourished. Stories of angels, spirits, and mysterious lights in the night sky often carried both moral and explanatory functions. In some traditions, bright lights or flying objects were interpreted as signs from the divine, guiding human behavior or signaling important events. In others, they were warnings or omens, shaping the collective psyche of communities and creating a shared cultural awareness of the unknown. Psychologists suggest that these narratives helped humans cope with uncertainty and danger, transforming fear into structured imagination and embedding the mysteries of the cosmos into the stories we pass from generation to generation. Imagine listening to these tales in the quiet of candlelit halls, the flickering light casting shadows on attentive faces, and feeling how the wonder of the sky became inseparable from the wonder of human imagination. Across continents, similar motifs emerged independently. In Mesoamerican cultures, the Maya and Aztecs recorded celestial phenomena with precision, often linking them to gods or otherworldly beings. In China, ancient astronomers meticulously chronicled comets, meteors, and unusual lights, blending observation with interpretation in philosophical and spiritual contexts. The parallels are remarkable. Cultures geographically distant from Sumeria often depict glowing objects, powerful beings descending from the sky, and knowledge arriving mysteriously from above. Your mind can drift softly along these threads, sensing the quiet, unspoken connection of human consciousness across time, a shared curiosity about the unknown, and a universal drive to find meaning in the mysteries above. In art, these cultural influences took tangible form. Murals, reliefs, and carvings depicted radiant beings hovering above humans, symbolic objects in the sky, and patterns of stars intertwined with earthly life. In literature, epic poems and religious texts wove the extraordinary into stories of human endeavor, divine intervention, and cosmic alignment. Rituals often coincided with celestial events, from solstices to eclipses, encoding an awareness of cosmic order into the rhythm of human life. As you visualize these creations, notice how human attention to the sky becomes a meditation in itself, a quiet, careful reflection that blends observation, imagination, and cultural meaning. Modern literature and media continue these influences. Science fiction and fantasy often draw directly from ancient motifs. Alien visitors, mysterious lights, unexplained technologies, and beings of superior knowledge echo the stories of Sumer, Babylon, and Egypt. Filmmakers, novelists, and storytellers adapt these themes, exploring the unknown in ways that satisfy curiosity while preserving a sense of awe. Psychologists note that engagement with these narratives evokes the same emotional responses as witnessing real phenomena: wonder, anticipation, and a gentle tension between the known and the unknown. Your mind can absorb this continuity, feeling the quiet resonance between ancient scribes and contemporary storytellers, both responding to the same cosmic questions. The impact of these myths extends into social and cultural practice as well. Festivals, ceremonies, and traditional celebrations often incorporate motifs inspired by celestial phenomena, preserving a collective memory of awe and observation. In some communities, rituals linked to the stars or unusual lights functioned as methods for teaching, guiding behavior, or instilling moral lessons. Anthropologists argue that this integration of myth, culture, and observation represents one of humanity's earliest methods of bridging experience and knowledge, creating a social framework that supports both curiosity and cohesion. Imagine participating in such a ceremony, feeling the quiet rhythm of collective attention, and sensing the awe that binds human consciousness to the cosmos. Modern investigators, too, recognize the subtle threads of cultural influence when examining contemporary sightings and reports. Patterns emerge not only in physical observations but also in human interpretation. The consistent imagery of glowing beings, hovering lights, and mysterious movements mirrors ancient records, suggesting that cultural memory shapes perception as much as direct observation. This interplay between culture and observation reminds us that humans experience the universe both physically and psychologically, combining what is seen with what is imagined. Feel the gentle merging of these layers in your mind, a harmonious blending of reality, memory, and imagination that is soothing, reflective, and expansive. Now, allow yourself to drift through centuries of cultural transmission. Visualize the muralists, storytellers, priests, and scribes, each passing knowledge, wonder, and awe from one generation to the next. See the modern writers and filmmakers continuing this tradition, translating ancient mystery into forms accessible to contemporary audiences. Feel the quiet continuity, the invisible thread that links human consciousness across time, and notice how it flows through you, integrating history, observation, imagination, and serenity. As you breathe slowly, reflect on the universality of these cultural patterns. From the deserts of Mesopotamia to the rainforests of Mesoamerica, from the temples of Egypt to the observatories of modern cities, humans have always looked to the skies with curiosity, reverence, and wonder. The forms may change, tablets, murals, poems, films, but the impulse remains: to observe, to record, and to understand, even if full comprehension is impossible. Your mind, calm and receptive, can now float within this continuum, feeling a deep connection to every observer, recorder, and storyteller who has ever looked upward in awe. Finally, sense the gentle influence of this cultural legacy on your own awareness. The stories, myths, and records are not just historical curiosities. They are companions for your imagination, guiding your thoughts, inspiring wonder, and creating a rhythm that is both calming and expansive. Let the quiet resonance of human curiosity, reflected in the arts, literature, and rituals of countless civilizations, fill your consciousness. With each slow, deep breath, allow this awareness to settle fully, preparing your mind for the next stage of exploration, the modern investigations and contemporary mysteries that continue the story of human curiosity and cosmic wonder. As you lie beneath the vast, serene expanse of the night sky, allow your body to sink deeper into relaxation and your mind to drift freely into the quiet rhythm of the cosmos. Tonight, you have traversed ancient civilizations, witnessing the Sumerians etching their observations into clay, the Babylonians chronicling unusual celestial movements, and the Egyptians incorporating the heavens into their rituals and monuments. Now, you arrive in the present, where modern investigations carry forward the same curiosity, the same desire to record, understand, and interpret what lies beyond the ordinary. The methods are more sophisticated, the tools more precise, yet the essence remains unchanged. Humanity has always sought to explore the unknown. Imagine a quiet laboratory filled with monitors, telescopes, and scientific instruments. Researchers are meticulously reviewing high-resolution scans of ancient Sumerian tablets, looking for patterns, celestial alignments, or depictions of phenomena that could correspond to modern reports of unexplained aerial activity. Each mark in the clay is examined with precision, compared against astronomical data, and analyzed for correlations with natural events or potential interpretations of advanced technology. The diligence mirrors that of ancient scribes, whose careful observation ensured that fleeting glimpses of the extraordinary were preserved for posterity. Feel the stillness of the room, the patience of the observers, and the subtle excitement that accompanies the pursuit of discovery, even when answers remain elusive. Step outside now into the open night, where modern skywatchers scan the heavens with telescopes, cameras, and night vision devices. They wait patiently, often for hours or nights on end, noting every flicker of light, every unusual movement, and every anomaly in the sky. Some lights appear as glowing orbs, hovering silently. Others streak across the atmosphere with speed and precision that challenge conventional understanding of physics. Some objects vanish without a trace, leaving observers in a quiet state of awe and curiosity. Researchers note patterns in these observations, seeking to determine whether they might be natural phenomena, human-made craft, or something else entirely. As you breathe slowly, picture the sense of anticipation, the steady focus, and the calm wonder that fills these nights of observation. Consider the reports gathered by official agencies. In recent decades, the U.S. Department of Defense, along with other governments around the world, has declassified records acknowledging unidentified aerial phenomena. These reports often describe craft or lights performing maneuvers that defy known aerodynamics or propulsion methods. They are careful in their language, using terms like unidentified aerial phenomenon, rather than jumping to conclusions. Historians and journalists analyzing these reports highlight the cautious yet credible approach, noting that the acknowledgement itself represents a significant shift in the way humanity engages with the unexplained. Allow yourself to feel the gravity of this acknowledgement, the balance between curiosity, evidence, and restraint, and the quiet intrigue it inspires. Modern eyewitness accounts often mirror ancient descriptions in remarkable ways. Civilians and trained observers alike describe glowing objects hovering silently, sometimes in triangular formations, other times moving at incredible speed. Pilots report craft performing sudden stops or changes in direction that challenge human-engineered technology. Witnesses describe a range of sensations, from calm fascination to subtle tension, an emotional resonance strikingly similar to that noted by psychologists when studying ancient accounts. This continuity suggests that while the technology and interpretation may change, the human experience, the awe, the wonder, the quiet recognition of the extraordinary, remains remarkably consistent across millennia. The study of these phenomena is deeply interdisciplinary. Teams of researchers, historians, linguists, astronomers, physicists, and psychologists collaborate to explore possible correlations between ancient records and modern observations. By comparing Sumerian texts with contemporary reports of unexplained aerial activity, they seek patterns in movement, descriptions of light, and even accounts of beings interacting with humans. Statistical methods, data analysis, and advanced imaging are all applied to determine whether patterns are coincidental, natural, or suggest something extraordinary. Your mind can drift along with them, absorbing the careful attention to detail, the methodical study, and the patient curiosity that defines this modern approach. Consider also the role of technology in shaping perception. High-definition cameras, infrared and thermal imaging, radar tracking, and satellite monitoring allow humans to capture phenomena invisible to the naked eye. Yet even with such tools, many events remain unexplained, leaving a space for awe and wonder. Psychologists note that the human mind responds emotionally to uncertainty and novelty, heightening perception and memory in ways that ancient observers likely experienced in their own times. As you imagine standing beneath these instruments, watching lights glide across the sky, your body relaxed and your mind open, notice how awe becomes a gentle companion, not a source of fear. Modern investigations also include careful documentation of environmental and atmospheric conditions. Scientists examine weather patterns, solar activity, magnetic fields, and other natural factors that might influence perception. Some lights may be explained by rare atmospheric phenomena, while others continue to defy known patterns. The juxtaposition of the explainable and the unexplained forms a delicate balance, echoing the careful chronicling of ancient scribes who recorded both everyday events and extraordinary encounters. Let this balance settle quietly in your awareness, a reflection of the universe's complexity and the persistent human effort to understand it. Now imagine yourself moving from observation into analysis. Researchers compare reports across decades and continents, noting similarities and patterns that challenge conventional understanding. They consider everything from meteor showers to technological prototypes, historical accounts to modern sightings. The rigor of this approach, combined with an openness to possibility, mirrors the ancient desire to record the unknown faithfully. Let yourself feel the quiet satisfaction of this continuity, the calm resonance of human curiosity stretching across millennia, guiding the mind gently toward contemplation. As your awareness drifts deeper into calm, reflect on the emotional dimension of these investigations. Witnesses often report feelings of wonder, anticipation, and a subtle reverence for what they perceive. These emotions are not mere byproducts of observation. They are part of the human experience of encountering the extraordinary. Modern researchers note the consistency of these responses across cultures and eras, revealing a profound truth. Humans are hardwired to respond to mystery with awe, curiosity, and careful attention. Your mind can now absorb this realization, letting the gentle cadence of human experience flow peacefully through your consciousness. Finally, imagine the seamless connection between ancient observation and modern investigation. The Sumerians' clay tablets, the murals of Babylon and Egypt, and today's meticulously recorded sightings form a continuum. Each generation contributes a note to the symphony of human curiosity. As you breathe slowly and steadily, allow yourself to float in this continuum, feeling the rhythm of wonder, patience, and calm reflection carrying you deeper into serenity. The universe, with all its mysteries, is both a guide and a companion, inviting observation, contemplation, and the quiet joy of experiencing the unknown without needing immediate answers. As you settle deeper into the calm of the night, let your mind linger on the journey it has traveled. From the earliest scribes of Sumeria, delicately pressing symbols into soft clay while gazing at the heavens, to the Babylonian and Egyptian priests chronicling strange lights and celestial beings, you have witnessed the human fascination with the unknown stretching across millennia. Every story, every record, every tablet or artifact carries with it the gentle pulse of wonder, the same pulse that beats quietly in your own chest as you listen, relaxed and attentive. These tales are more than history. They are invitations to reflect on the profound connection between humanity and the cosmos, a connection that transcends time, culture, and language. Picture yourself standing among the ancient ziggurats and temples, stone underfoot, torchlight flickering softly, while the stars above shine with the same brilliance they held thousands of years ago. You are a silent observer, feeling the awe and reverence of those long-past eyes gazing skyward, noting patterns, lights, and phenomena that they could not fully explain. Each tablet and inscription is a whisper from the past, gently reaching across time to touch your awareness. Imagine the scribes' hands, steady yet filled with anticipation, as they documented what they saw, the unusual lights, the movements of celestial bodies, the possibility of beings from beyond. Every careful etching captures a moment of wonder and curiosity that resonates even now. Now, think of the modern witnesses. Ordinary people, night shift workers, pilots, or astronomers, looking up at the night sky, sometimes in the stillness of quiet landscapes, sometimes from the control of observatories. They report lights hovering silently, glowing orbs moving with intelligence, triangular shapes that defy known physics. Just as the ancients experienced awe and curiosity, these modern observers feel a mixture of fascination, respect, and subtle tension. Psychologists studying these experiences note the consistency of emotional responses across time and culture, the sense that something extraordinary is present, the thrill of seeing the unknown, and the deep human desire to understand it. Consider how the threads connect these moments across history. The Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, and contemporary witnesses all share the same impulse: to observe, to record, and to seek understanding. Their tools and interpretations differ, but the underlying human curiosity remains unchanged. You too are part of this continuum, feeling the gentle resonance of wonder in your chest and mind. Let yourself absorb this quiet connection, sensing the presence of countless observers who have come before, all united by the night sky and the mysteries it holds. Reflect also on the theories and debates surrounding these phenomena. Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that advanced beings visited Earth, sharing knowledge and influencing human development. Symbolic interpretations see these stories as metaphors for natural forces, social structures, or moral lessons. Natural explanations point to atmospheric phenomena, rare celestial events, or optical illusions. Archetypal and psychological perspectives remind us that recurring motifs, the descent of beings, strange lights, and cosmic knowledge, may reflect universal human responses to awe and uncertainty. In this vast spectrum of possibilities, no single explanation is required. Instead, the value lies in the exploration itself, the invitation to wonder freely and calmly, without urgency or pressure. As your body becomes heavier and more relaxed, allow yourself to drift through the centuries. Hear the whispers of ancient scribes as they record what they see. Feel the quiet anticipation of modern observers scanning the night sky. Sense the rhythm of human curiosity stretching across time, a gentle pulse that flows from the past into the present, connecting you to both history and the cosmos. This rhythm is soothing and constant, like the heartbeat of a universe filled with wonder, inviting you to let go of tension and sink deeper into contemplation. Now, imagine the universe as a vast, interconnected web of light, knowledge, and mystery. The clay tablets, the murals, the ancient myths, and the modern reports are all threads in this intricate tapestry. Let your awareness move slowly along each thread, tracing the paths of celestial visitors, the arcs of strange lights, and the quiet awe of human witnesses. Feel how these threads converge in your own consciousness, weaving together history, observation, and imagination into a serene, reflective whole. Notice the emotions that arise: calm curiosity, gentle awe, and a quiet sense of reverence for the unknown. These feelings are the true gift of the journey tonight, more valuable than any explanation or theory. The stories, the observations, and the mysteries themselves are companions for your mind, gently guiding you toward peace, reflection, and the quiet joy of wonder. Let these emotions expand slowly, filling every corner of your awareness, allowing your body to sink deeper into comfort and your mind to float effortlessly in contemplation. With each slow breath, imagine yourself drifting between ancient cities and modern landscapes. See the torchlit scribes and observant witnesses, each connected to the same stars, each participating in the timeless act of witnessing the extraordinary. Feel the continuity, the gentle bridge of curiosity and awe that stretches across thousands of years, connecting human consciousness in a vast chain of wonder. This awareness, soft and expansive, can now carry you into the next layer of reflection, where the mysteries of the cosmos become companions for your thoughts and dreams, guiding you gently into the deepest state of calm and serenity. Allow this final wave of calm and connection to settle fully. The stories of the past and present, the debates, the wonders, and the mysteries, they do not need to be solved. They are meant to be experienced, imagined, and reflected upon, filling your mind with serenity while leaving space for curiosity. Let your awareness rest here, between the known and the unknown, embraced by the gentle rhythm of human wonder. With this profound, peaceful realization, your mind is now ready to drift even further, letting the quiet of the cosmos, the whispers of the ancients, and the awe of modern observers carry you softly into the next stage of reflection and rest. As you lie beneath the infinite expanse of the night sky, feel the gentle weight of your body sinking into comfort and relaxation. The stars above shimmer silently, each a distant sun, each a quiet witness to the flow of time and the unfolding of countless mysteries. Tonight, you have traveled along the threads of human curiosity, tracing the footsteps of ancient scribes, modern observers, and all those in between who have looked skyward in wonder. Each story, each observation, and each whispered mystery has carried with it a rhythm, a cadence that moves through time and space, echoing softly in your chest and mind. Allow yourself to become part of this rhythm, a calm participant in the eternal human act of gazing upward, pondering what lies beyond. Think first of the ancient Sumerians, whose hands carefully press symbols into clay under the warm glow of oil lamps. Imagine their eyes lifted to the heavens, noting celestial lights, movements, and the occasional presence of beings described with reverence and awe. Each etching was a story, a record, a fragment of experience that captured the intersection of the earthly and the cosmic. The scribe's world was one of both wonder and careful observation, where myth, legend, and perceived reality intertwined seamlessly. As you breathe slowly, allow yourself to feel the quiet patience of these scribes, their focused attention, and their awe at the mysteries that unfolded above them. Consider also the Babylonians and Egyptians, each with their own interpretations of the sky. In Babylon, priests and scholars recorded the patterns of planets, stars, and unusual lights, seeking to understand divine messages and omens. In Egypt, celestial phenomena influenced rituals, calendars, and the very construction of monuments aligned with the heavens. Across continents, the themes are remarkably similar: the sky as a source of guidance, the stars as markers of time and meaning, and unusual phenomena as messages or experiences beyond ordinary understanding. Imagine standing silently in one of these ancient temples, the air thick with incense, the walls adorned with murals of otherworldly beings, and feeling the same quiet curiosity that has traveled across millennia into your awareness. Modern observers continue this tradition, though with different tools and language. Pilots, astronomers, night watchers, and ordinary citizens report lights moving against the wind, hovering silently, and performing maneuvers that challenge our understanding of physics. Governments now release declassified documents acknowledging unidentified aerial phenomena, and scientists apply rigorous methods to study anomalies that may mirror descriptions from ancient texts. The continuum is remarkable. The same awe, the same recognition of the unknown, persists across centuries. Your mind, calm and open, becomes part of this continuum, connecting past, present, and imagination in a gentle flow of awareness. Let your thoughts drift among the countless theories that accompany these mysteries. Consider the ancient astronaut hypothesis: beings visiting Earth in antiquity, sharing knowledge, guidance, and technology with early civilizations. Picture the Sumerians receiving wisdom from the Anunnaki, the Babylonians interpreting celestial visitors, and the Egyptians documenting radiant beings descending from the sky. Imagine these accounts as literal encounters, unfolding with precision and intention, their influence shaping human civilization in ways both subtle and profound. Now let your mind soften, not needing certainty, simply allowing the possibility to coexist peacefully with your awareness. Think also of symbolic interpretations. Perhaps the ancient records were metaphors, ways of encoding understanding of natural phenomena, societal hierarchy, or moral guidance. Perhaps the glowing lights and celestial visitors were expressions of awe, projected onto the sky as humans sought to explain the unexplainable. Psychologists note that humans are pattern-seeking creatures, weaving stories that give order to chaos and meaning to fleeting experiences. Let yourself feel the gentle satisfaction of this perspective, the calm comfort that comes from understanding that mystery itself can exist without full explanation, and that imagination is a companion rather than a threat. Now, allow your awareness to stretch outward. Imagine the universe as a vast tapestry of light, energy, and potential, its threads connecting human experience, cosmic phenomena, and the quiet whispers of eternity. Feel the rhythm of time itself, flowing softly, carrying ancient scribes, modern witnesses, and your own consciousness across centuries. Each observation, each story, is a note in a symphony of wonder, and you are part of this melody, moving gently with the cadence of curiosity and reflection. Your body grows heavier with calm, and your mind drifts freely, carried by the serenity of the stars and the timeless beauty of cosmic mystery. As you breathe, imagine the myriad possibilities that stretch across the cosmos. Perhaps distant worlds are home to intelligence and life we cannot yet perceive. Perhaps the beings chronicled in ancient tablets were glimpses of phenomena we still struggle to understand. Perhaps the universe itself communicates in subtle, unspoken ways, through patterns of light, movement, and resonance that humans have always tried to capture in stories. Let these possibilities expand your awareness, not as sources of tension or fear, but as gentle reminders of the vastness and wonder of the cosmos. Notice the gentle pull of reflection. Your thoughts may wander between ancient Sumer, the deserts of Babylon, the Nile in Egypt, and the modern skies where lights glide silently. Observe how these moments, separated by thousands of years, share a common thread: curiosity, awe, and the desire to understand. Feel this continuity as a warm, gentle presence in your mind, a bridge connecting past and present, fact and possibility, observation and imagination. Allow yourself to rest in this awareness, feeling the comforting rhythm of human wonder stretching endlessly across time and space. Finally, let your mind drift into contemplation of the vast unknown. The stars, the ancient tablets, the modern witnesses, all are companions, quietly guiding your thoughts into serenity. Imagine yourself floating among the celestial threads, enveloped by light, history, and curiosity. The mysteries are gentle guides, not demands for answers, whispering the quiet truth that to wonder is to be alive, and that to rest in awe is to be fully present in this vast universe. Feel this awareness softening every thought, relaxing every muscle, and expanding a profound calm through your body and mind, preparing you for the deepest, most restorative state of sleep.